Raid Shadow Legends, I'm back at it again. I'm trying to do an all rare run of Fire Knights 20. So, as you know, when I did my all rare run of Dragons 20, before I did it as all rares, I had Nazana in there. So I had Nazana carrying everybody with her shared damage, and I had all the other rares in here. The same rares that I'm using right now, pretty much. I think they're the exact same. So, what I'm trying to do is work toward a Fire Knights 20 all rare team. So here we go. So the hardest part for me is this guy right here. Boom. I don't know, the Septimus looking dude or whatever he is removes all buffs and hits you for a lot of damage, and then everybody else is going to come in and take advantage and whack-a-mole one of your champions. Usually it's my weakest one, which is Coldheart, because she's so damn hard to gear and she's just very fragile. So I ran this twice. I had the same results each time. Actually, the first time I ran it, I ran it all on auto, even the boss on auto, and I wasn't even this close to dying. Believe me, it was much easier this first wave with Coldheart. She got low, but she never got that low. I got the boss down to about 30% life, and then, you know, on auto, they don't always do what you want them to do. They will do their other skills. When the shield is up, you need them to hit 3 times. You need them to hit 4 times. You need Coldheart to shoot her skill 3 to do the attack down when the boss has his shield open, so you can actually drop his turn meter, and you need everything to work, and it doesn't work on auto. So when I had him down to about 40% health, because when I was watching it, immediately Coldheart did the Heart Seeker when his shield was down and dropped his turn meter, and from then it was good until later on. So he was about 40% health, and then he went all the way back up to 100, and my guys died. So it wasn't pretty doing it on auto toward the end there. So, okay, so we need to be able to survive waves. We need somebody with some kind of shared damage or something besides Nazana. And then we need somebody with Reflect, AoE Team Reflect, which Terror Beast, you know, was just redone and would be fantastic for this. But I can't take Nazana out and put Terror Beast in and have protection for my team. I don't think that's going to work. We're going to have to take Coldheart out then. I have heal block artifacts on our girl here, Painkeeper, right now. So I would bring Painkeeper in here with my normal team and use her as the heal block, because sometimes it's just a pain to bring our Coldheart in here and get her through to survive. So I don't know. It's going to be hard. There are a lot of champions out there in the rare and uncommon category. We just need to do some thinking. Me and you together, help me out here. That's why I'm doing this video, because I want to get closer to doing an all rare team, of course. Now, even with this Nazana in here, I kind of feel like, you know, just depending on the champion selection for rares and uncommons, and even I feel like in-game accounts, in-game players like myself, I come in here with Martyr. Yeah, I have counterattack. I get it. It's crazy cheap, right? But still, the runs on this guy are long. They're like 5-minute runs. I don't know my best one. We'll look at it at the end and see what my best one is. Like 5-minute runs, 4-minute runs. They're crazy long. A lot of people get 6-minute runs. They're just not very good. I think if we lowered his shields by just a few hits, it would be a lot better. And it'd make it much more viable for people to come in here with a lot more champions. Because right now you see I've got Coldheart with her 4 hits. I've got we have Apothecary with 3, Painkeeper with 2, and then the rest with 1 each. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What did I just count? 9, 10, 11. So we have 11 total. 11 total, which isn't bad, because we're also speeding up with Apothecary, which we need that speed to get faster than the boss, to keep, you know, we got to drop that shield down. We got to take the boss down. Otherwise, over time, he's going to hit us so much and drop our max HP so much. If you've watched my Fire Knight video on the Fire Knight guide, you'll know that he drops your max HP as well. So if he keeps dropping your max HP by a certain percentage over a long period of a battle, you're eventually going to have really low HP, and it's not going to work out very well for your team. And in a lot of cases, he will just one-shot Coldheart. You'll see my Coldheart stats at the end. You'll see all my champion stats at the end. I go through it really quickly because I kind of chopped off the end of this video so it wouldn't take forever. I turned it from 20 minutes into 13 minutes just by cutting out the actual boss battle fight, by showing you about 3 or 4 good turns of the boss battle so you know exactly how I beat him on manual. and then we show the end scene where we beat the boss. So you'll still get to see a good amount of, you'll get to see the whole rotations of what we're going to do to the boss. Very easy. We're just dropping his turn meter with Cold Heart. We're breaking down his shield. We're definitely doing the shared damage with the Nazana, because if I bring Cold Heart in here without that, she will literally get hit with one hit from the boss. The boss hits way too hard, and his shields are too much for anybody who doesn't have a very specialized team, which is hard in this game. Spiders is the same exact way. It's overtuned. Spiders is just overtuned for the normal player. And I've been getting a lot of comments lately on my last video about that. Hey Stu, I'm running Fire Knight, Golems, and Dragons 1920, but I'm only on 15 of Spiders. I'm on 7 of Spiders, but I'm on 15 something else of the rest of them. Spiders is overtuned. Fire Knight is a little bit overtuned. Ice Golem on the second wave is a little bit overtuned. The second wave now is very hard for people to get in there. So they kind of need to go back and really help out people out there. And if you're one of those people that blow through all this stuff easily, good for you. You already blow through it easily. So don't get grumpy about trying to get it a little bit better for people out there, especially free to play or low spenders, because everybody should be able to progress in the game. Should it be challenging? Yes. Should it be so challenging that you need 1 or 2 or 3 specific champions out of all the champions out there? No, it should never be that way. This whole thing, Fire Knights, is based around having counterattack. It really is. If you have counterattack, you can do this very easily. If you don't have counterattack, you're going to have a lot of problems. Now, Terror Beast did get changed up. He will have Reflect, 100% uptime it looks like. I'm going to level him this week, get him to 6-star, and bring him in here with some people. Obviously, if I have Nazana and Terror Beast, I think it would be much, much easier. But then we're talking two epics that not everybody have, right? Not everybody has those 2 epics. So here's the rotation. So I went manual because, like I said, I did it on auto. I got him down to like 40% health on auto. And then he went all the way back up and killed all my people. So right then, I should have had the block debuffs up with Seducer. Since we have it, I should have done that instead of just hitting the guy. Would have been a lot better to get this slow speed off, but it doesn't matter. It's not going to affect us whatsoever. We're going to take down his shields every time, and then we're going to hit him with Cold Heart's Heartseeker, lower his turn meter, do damage to him. Basically, that is the only way we can kill him. We don't have reduced defense. We don't have a good 25% weaken. We don't have a lot of dots to put up on this guy to take him down. If we did, that would give us more options to do that. But we're limited by bringing in champions that can do multi-hits, or bringing in champions that give us protection, or bringing in champions that, for us to be able to survive this thing to get here. And then not only do when we get here, it's scary getting here with rares. Now we got to be able to take the boss out. And he hits crazy hard against rares. He hits them really hard. So there we go. So that's how I beat him the whole way there. That's it. We do a little bit of damage on him. Luckily, I've got poison gear artifacts on our apothecary still, which I'm going to switch that out soon. I've just been having that on there because I was playing around with some other stuff. I'm going to get apothecary back up to high speed. My arbiter just got up to 299 speed. And now my apothecary, I can take him with my excess gear up to around 270 speed or so. So I'll get him back to faster, which is good. So maybe it'll help out a little bit on this stuff. Get everybody's turns rotating, going faster than this boss, of course. We want to go faster. We want to get a slow speed buff. Debuff on this boss would be nice. If we could slow his speed by 30%, that would be phenomenal. There are a lot of rares, like somebody like Renegade, to lower cooldowns, to slow him down. Could be cool. She'll probably kill herself or something will happen on the way there. Plus, he's Void. I really don't want to bring more Void into the mix. I want to bring, somebody said that recently. Hey, Stu, I don't have Apothecary. I don't have Seducer. I just dropped Batman. I don't have Seducer. I don't have Painkeeper. Can we try to do rares with more of the affinity rares? And I'm like, yeah, I'm all for that. If we can get it done, I'd be all about that. But the thing is, it's hard. It is very hard. They nerf their rares to the ground so much that they're not even worth having in this game. That's what they do. They bring out rares and uncommons that are so terrible and so bad that they don't have any place in the game, that we can't even use them for things in the game. And really, with all this balancing that they're going back and doing, they're going to be doing balancing almost every patch, right? So they need to really go back and fine-tune we need to have a set squad. You need to have a set rare squad that you can do this stuff with. Why only limit it to that other stuff? That is just, games don't function that way. Unfortunately, Polarium doesn't really get that message. They have a set goal that they're going to do, and that's just where they're at. So I don't see them going back and doing that. Do they need to? Yeah. All games do it. All games need to. Almost every game I've ever played nowadays, you can bring in the lowest of the low champions, usually the rares, not always the uncommons, and be able to complete all content in the game if you get the right artifacts, because it's really more about gear than it is about champions. Sometimes. But here it's all about champions. Here it's all about getting the right champions. You get your counterattack, you get your AoE reflect, you get your multiple cold hearts for spiders, or you get your Ignatius for spiders, and that's it. I mean, you don't have many other options. We're stuck and we're pigeonholed into having to have these certain champions. Otherwise, you're just SOL, right? So this is it. I think I skipped from here to the rest of it. So what are your ideas? What do you think we could bring in here? Even if it's an epic that we can bring in here, at least it's an epic and not a legendary. So I do think with Terra Beast coming in here, it'll make it a lot better. We'll get, right when he hits us all with the reflect up, it's going to take 5 of his shields down. And then all we got to do is do 5 other hits, and then we'll start hitting him for more damage. Might make it for a faster run. I mean, look, we're already at 14 minutes. That's insane. 14 minutes, and it's not auto. If it was 14 minutes on auto, I'd be like, okay, at least you can get your 10 wins that you need to get Arbiter. You need to do level 20 on everything auto to get, the road to Arbiter, and then do 100 million on the Nightmare Clan boss, which is fine. You can spend gems or keys or whatever you need to do that. But if we can't auto it, then it's really not worth it, and not at this time. So my lowest is 4 minutes, 22 seconds. So that is it. We're going to go over the gear real quick, and then we're going to call it a night. But do keep in mind, think about, hey, what could we bring in here? What could we sub out for? If we sub out Cold Heart, we don't have anybody dropping turn meter. So who can we bring in here to drop turn meter? Who rare-wise could we hopefully bring in first, and then who are the rest? This is going to go by fast, guys. So if you want to, pause. It's the same kind of setup that I had before. No masteries on Nazana still. she doesn't need them. She covers everybody just fine. She's good to go. We have our main man Seducer, Mr. Abs. There he is. He's got the same gear. He's got the provoke gear on, so when he does his AoE or his normal attacks as well, he has a chance to provoke on those waves, help us out. Draw those attacks off of our weaker person like Cold Heart. We have our Painkeeper, normal stuff. She could have the provoke or stun artifacts as well. It probably would help out more than having this one, but I do bring her in here sometimes too. And then we have Cold Heart, which I use on Spiders 20, and she has almost 2% more when she beat 100%. So she hits Spiders 20. I've had her hit for like 1.7 million, as long as there's a weaken and an increased decreased defense. All she's got is the 20% critical damage, and then that's it. So let me know, guys, what do you think? What could we bring? Hit me with some ideas in the comments of what I should level up. Think about it, brainstorm it, look through the champions, look through what you have. If it's an epic or a rare, especially a rare, either one, give me an idea for an epic and a rare. Just tell me what you think I could use to include in there from what you've experienced and what you have in your arsenal. And that's it. Here's my Arbiter with speed. Up to 299, almost at 300. All I need is a better banner, because her banner is only like +8 speed. It's really terrible. The rest of it we can get up there. Anyways, thank you all so much for your support. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all on the next video.